السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يسعد مساكم أصدقائي أو صباحكم كل حسب توقيته لمشاهدة هذا الفيديو. طبعا يا إخوان إحنا اليوم رجعنا بسلسلة هوجورتس ليجاسي أو تراث هوجورتس الجزء الرابع البارت 4. إن شاء الله تكون السلسلة يا إخوان اللي إحنا منزلينها تنال إعجابكم. قبل نبلش يا إخوان لا تعطونا اللايك والشير والسبسكرايب وفعل جرس التنبيهات. طبعا يا إخوان أنا شوي خلف الكواليس، يعني لعبتها من دون ما أجي أسجل. خلصت بعض المهام الجانبية الموجودة إحنا عندنا هنا، وبصراحة يا اخوان يعني اجي افرجيكم واحدة من المهام الجانبية. جيت فتحت القفازات اللي بتعطيني هجوم، ونفس الشيء اخذت النظارات كمان بتعطي، يعني الايتمز هذول كلياتهم اشي بعطيني دفاع اشي بعطيني هجوم. وفي كمان اللي هو المقابض تبعت العصاية تاعتنا، العصاية السحرية هاي في لها كل مقبض كاشكال يعني. كمان انا فتحتهم، وخلينا هسه يعني انا بس عملت بعض المهام الجانبيه وفتحت بعض كمان الشغلات، وان شاء الله كمان حاجه افرجيكم في بعض الالغاز هي جميله جدا. يعني ممكن هي تشغل مخك وبدك يعني تقريبا يا بدك تطبعهم على ورقه وانك انت بدك تصورهم عن طريق تلفونك. فخلينا هسه نروح نكمل احنا المين ميشن اللي عنا، لانه في كثير شغلات لحد الان احنا يا اخوان ما فتحناها، فاحنا لازم نخلص المهمات الاساسيه وبعض المهمات الفرعيه عشان نيجي نحن نتدرب احنا على سحر. وكمان بيني وبينكم قعدت اشوف الاعدادات، اتوقع ان اللعبه لحد الان لسه مش اوبتمايزد. المفروض انه على 2K اشغلها الترا سيتنج، المفروض انه هي تكون في اشي هون يا اخوان. في اتوقع في ميشن هون، في ميشن. طب اوكي لا خلينا احنا نرجع نكمل. مثل ما حكيت لكم يا اخواني اللعبه لسه في بعض الدروبات، يعني امبارح قعدت حوالي ساعه وانا اقعد اضبط في هذا، وما زال اللعبه لسه فيها دروبات. بعض الاماكن فيها دروب، بعض الاماكن ما فيها دروب، واللعبه لحالها بترجع طبيعيه. فاتوقع ان لسه اللعبه بدها شويه تصليحات شويه ابديتس. فخلينا نفوت على اول حصه سحر ونبلش في المهمه. طبعا هاي الحصة رقم 4 اللي احنا بناخدها.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb.
بس تنسالوا اللي قاعدين جنبنا في الحلقة اللي فاتت ساعدنا يا اخوان انه احنا نفوت على المكتبة.
Known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
هذا النبات اللي بصرخ.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
هذا النبات اللي بصرخ. shit.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil.
shit dude. صرخ كثير.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
خلصت الحصة.
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to...
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
خلينا نشوف المعلمة هي ايش راح تحكي لنا.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion,
Okay.
as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
بده 10 دقايق لما ينمو.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
الله يلها 10 دقايق 9 دقايق.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day.
Yeah?
Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
طيب يلا يا باشا.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
اوكي.
Lumos.
طيب كيف ممكن اشبه؟ اضغط تاب على تحت الملفوف الصح. انا شكلي ما اخذتش. لا هينا اخذت. تاب.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they?
اوكي
My kind
هسه
of plants.
فهمت.
Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
طيب اوكي يا باشا.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
لا اتوقع احنا هنا. اتوقع لازم نرجع للحصة.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always
لا لا
wear our
صدقي.
dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
اتوقع احنا خلصنا. أنا لسه بدي 5 دقايق.
Relishing their new pots only cost me my damned hearing.
عندنا كمان ميشن. في عندنا هون صف الجرعات لازم ناخده. بس في احنا عندنا مش المخزون، عندنا الثياب اللي هون. اتوقع انه في انا عندي هذا واحد من المشينات يا اخواننا، انا جيت اخذتهم. هذا ليجندري بنطيني قوة هجوم، بس في اتوقع مستويات بقدر احط زي فيه ترقيات، بس لحد الان يا اخوان ما اكتشفتش، فلما اجي اكتشف ان شاء الله بخبركم عنها. احنا في عندنا كمان اللي هو مهمات في صف الجرعات هذا. نشوفه فين على الخريطة عشان نبلش نعمل جرعات، نروح نتعلم. بس يا اخوان اللعبة بتعاني من شوية دروب.
Revelio. Someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely
في كان issue هون بس
which he is.
I saw an aura bag on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
شايفين يا اخوان في اشي زي هيك هذولا. صرت مجمع قديش منهم؟ صرت مجمع هاي رقم 16. فاللعبة بدها استكشاف، فانا اذا لقيت اشي مهم يا اخوان ان شاء الله باجي بخبركم. فخلينا نيجي هسه نتعلم كيف طريقة
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion.
Okay.
Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
طيب اخوان هسه اتوقع انه بدنا نبلش نعمل البوشن تاعتنا.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients.
Okay.
Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just
هذا
missing one
البمن.
tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
اوكي.
A well-prepared ritual wizard always
بتاريخ من المكتب الخاص بالموضوع متجر التحف القديمة التي كان بيض أفاعي.
Revelio.
أتوقع أخذت كل شيء بدي إياه صح؟
your potion stations organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
اوكي اللي انا فهمت يا اخوان لما يجي نحضر اشي فراح يكون بده شوية وقت.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah! Get it!
لا اشي.
Dragon Dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
أتوقع خلصنا الدرس.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
خلصنا. اوكي اوكي. في عنا بوشنز لازم نقعد نجمع فيها. اوكي اتوقع خلصنا الحصة تبعت اليوم.
My robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of the...
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could
تمام
just play
خلينا نشوف ايش ضايلنا هسه احنا من المهام الرئيسية. طيب اتوقع انه هاي نروح نعملها.
Now, was it 2 pinches of how inconvenient travel was?
عليك تجنب هجوم العنان تدحرج. اتوقع ان هاي لازم تكون في المبارزة. فخلينا نشوف الاخت اللي هون. اوكي هي هون. شوف خريطة العالم. اوكي اذا احنا هون ما عمرناش يجينا. عندنا سايد كوست فوق بس ما اتوقعش. المهم انه احنا يا اخوان نعمل كل المهام الرئيسية. شوف شو حيطلع لنا. هون هذول كل شي في المدرسة هاي بتتحرك منها لحالها. الواحد بنقز.
Revelio.
شايفين اللي زي هيك درع مسطح. هون في كمان شغلة مقشة مكسورة. يا سلام.
I've no doubt that Black will be in.
خلينا نجي نتحرك نروح على مكاننا. اتوقع لحد الان يا اخوان احنا ما اكتشفناش المكنسة. يعني واحدة من المهمات الرئيسية على ما اظن. حجر القمر 2. اوكي فطر. احنا رايحين اتوقع المنزل اللي هناك. اوكي في شغلة هنا. يب ادوات الحارس الاراضي. يا سلام جمعنا هيل كمان. اوكي في شغلة هنا. أصير العلاقات
Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
نايس.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
انا يا اخوان استكشاف هاي اللعبة اتوقع انهم هم بيجوا بيعطوك شغلات شايفين.
Revelio.
يب.
Lumos.
هم اتوقع هلا انطونا كف للايد. شايفين هذول الشغلات يا اخوان بتزيد عنا القوة الهجومية والدفاعية. هاي راح تساعدنا كثير في المعارف، راح نكون كثير قويين. عشان هيك يا اخوان استكشاف هاي اللعبة مهم جدا. ممكن نطلعش احنا على الطحالب، ممكن احنا نروح هون هيك في وحش هناك او في اشي هناك. اوكي وصلنا احنا لعند المهمة، بس خلينا نولع النار اللي
It
هون.
is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
يا سلام يا اخوان. انا ما اظن هي حتبلش تساعدنا.
What's going on here?
اوكي في شيء هناك بس خلينا نيجي نستكشف اشوف.
But Mummy,
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
but you should see them, Mummy. They're beautiful. These horses with wings.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too tired for your stories today. You stay right
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
now. Why don't you do
اوكي
some more drawing for me?
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
طب خلينا نروح نشوف ايش في شيء هناك.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Found ya!
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
اوكي تم اضافة نوع عدو جديد في قسم المقتنيات الدليل الميداني. يمكنك تعلم بعض المعلومات المهمة عن إعداد نقاط ضعف والتعويضات.
Levioso. Accio. I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student...
Tell Rookwood to find me herself.
I've never seen that magic.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Revelio.
في هون اشي. فخلينا نشوف
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in
Allah ya
Merlin. Gave me a
Juan.
book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
لازم
Nora
يضيفوا بعض
Treadwell at
الأجندة يا
your
اخوان.
service, historian
صار
and
الموضوع كثير
archaeologist
مخرف.
specializing in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. but I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell. Each trial has these features. Place the mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these piles.
Incendio.
Beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Okay. Wow.
Beard, how beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Not sure how I'd fare in it.
Our houseghost is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
اوكي. هذا بيبيع اشي.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer
Potion
any
shop.
questions you have about the town.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer, but I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say.
يا سلام
My
شكرا.
ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
Any whispers going about the town?
There's a thief on the loose by the name of Katrin Haggerty. She's an ashwinder. She's stealing everything that's not nailed down, and people have had enough. Katrin's hiding in a camp just southwest of town.
طيب خلينا
What
نشوف.
do you have for sale?
خلينا يا اخوان نشوف شو ببيع.
What can I help you with today? Ah, yes, a wonderful choice.
ضل عندي.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you. I hope to see you again sometime.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
إن هنا ميشن خارجية بس أتوقع إنه
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
أنا استخدم يا إخوان فاست ترافل عشان نروح لعندها.
It's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
You there? Yes, you. I wonder if...
You wanted to see me, sir?
Yes, Sir Nicholas de Mimsy Porpington, at your service.
Nice to meet you, Sir Nicholas.
I know about the book you found and its missing pages. I may be able to help. Follow me, if you will. It's not too far.
Wait. How do you know about the book? And that it's missing pages?
Word gets around amongst the ghosts. You were spotted with Mr. Sallow in the restricted section. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me. This may be a leap, but I believe I know who ended up with those pages. I'd be happy to take you to him, if you'd be so kind as to perform a small favor for me along the way.
اوكي شو بده؟
A small favor in exchange for getting those pages.
Yes, it's nothing really. I'd be grateful if you could simply go into the kitchen and procure a little rotten roast beef.
ها؟ لحم معفن؟
I beg your pardon. Roast beef. Rotten roast beef.
That is correct. Rotten roast beef. If one floats through it just right, one can almost taste it.
Ugh. I suppose I can do that. But why me?
It's simple, my young friend. My ghostly form cannot carry it. Now, if you'd be so kind as to collect the roast beef, I shall explain everything else in due course. Ah, here we are. Tickle the pear and head on in.
Did you say tickle the pear?
Yes, in the painting. I'll wait right here. Do try not to get in the way of the house elves. I'm already imagining sweet aroma of rotten roast beef.
Our students
never will
in the
understand
kitchen.
students. Plenty of delicious food and we're found themselves a bit peckish like me.
اوكي اتوقع اني لازم استخدم هاي.
It smells glorious in here. Here's some beef, but it's not rotten. I'd best keep looking. Ugh, there's a disgusting smell. I must be getting close.
Oh, a student? What a treat! What can Finky get for you? A pumpkin pasty? Perhaps some Welsh rabbit?
Sounds lovely, but what I really need is this rotten roast beef.
Ah, Nick sent you, didn't he? Please help yourself. Think he supposes Nick's tired of loitering about simply to experience the faintest memory of the taste of food.
Is it all right for students to wander into the kitchens?
Well, since you asked, students aren't supposed to be in the kitchens, but Finky doesn't mind. There's nothing that lifts Finky's spirits more than the company of students. We so rarely get visitors, and we have plenty of treats. Come back any time you please.
Are there any restrictions as to what you can make here?
Finky supposes not. However, Finky has had the
Hufflepuff.
best luck with the many recipes left by Helga Hufflepuff. Her quince pie has always been a favourite, but the newfangled Arborough Smokies are becoming popular as well.
Do you and the other house elves conjure the food served in the Great Hall?
Goodness no! Not even house elves can conjure food out of thin air. Food is one of the 5 principal exceptions to Gamp's law of elemental transfiguration. We can, however, multiply it, transform it, and, of course, prepare it. Then we send it straight up to the Great Hall.
It was nice to meet you. Thank you for the beef.
Happy to help, and to meet you as well. Please give Nick
Finky.
Finky's regards.
Revelio. There's nothing like a meal prepared by...
Finky keeps all us house elves in line. It's all right. She's the kind-hearted sort.
Here's a welcome treat. Delicious. Revelio.
بطل في شي هون. يا سلام.
Here's a welcome treat. Delicious.
Ah, you're back. No trouble, I take it?
Not at all. Finky sends her regards, along with the rotten roast beef.
Ah, glad to hear it. Kind elf, Finky. Now, let's get that beef to Sir Patrick Delaney Podmore, and you'll be one step closer to finding those pages.
This is all rather cryptic, Sir Nicholas. What's going on?
Terribly sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sir Patrick organises the Headless Hunt, a group of headless ghosts who gather for various, headless activities.
Headless activities?
Yes, you'll see. Anyway, I don't know how, but a member of that hunt, Richard Jackdaw, had the pages when he was alive. My plan is to take the rotten roast beef to Sir Patrick so that he'll allow me, us, to engage with the hunt and speak to Jackdaw. Shall we?
Is the Headless Hunt dangerous?
Oh, the Headless Hunt wouldn't hurt a fly, let alone a student. Just a group of fun-loving headless ghosts.
What am I supposed to do when we meet the hunt?
Allow me to do the talking. They can be a rather supercilious lot. I'm certain they'll be welcoming to you, however, in no small part due to the rotten roast beef you will come bearing.
يعني اللحم مشوي ما كانش ليله.
The rotten roast beef
مش عارف لمين طيب.
It is, in a way. You see, I've been trying to gain access to the hunt for quite some time. Offering the beef to Patrick may help me in that regard. While, of course, also helping you.
Very well. I'd like to meet Sir Patrick myself and see this headless hunt.
Ah, wonderful. You won't regret it.
لكن يا اخوان حنقابل ناس كثير.
This time.
Do stay behind me. It's Sir Patrick we want.
Oi, Nesta, look who's here. What have we told you, nearly headless Nick?
Hello, Sir Ramsay. Do let us pass. We've brought a little something for Sir Patrick.
Probably come to try to beg his way in again.
حتى تخوثوا عليه.
Do they always talk to you like that?
Ah, all in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the headless hunt, I'll be right there with them. This offering is sure to win him over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
Rest assured, you'll have your information from a young jackdaw in no time. Wherever he may be.
أيوه فوق.
What I'd give for a flagon of mead or a nice leg of lamb right about now. Then this party would be complete.
How about the next best thing, Sir Patrick?
Ah, Sir Nicholas. And a student. Who let you in?
We brought you a gift.
This is all very suspicious. What do you really want? As if I need to ask.
It's Richard Jackdaw. Where can we find him? May we speak to him?
Jackdaw, eh? Why, here he is now. What a shame. Without his head. I bet you've always wondered what that's like, eh, Nick?
Sir, you jest.
It's bound to be around here somewhere. Probably being used in a game. If you find it, I give you my permission to speak with him, my young mortal. It's the least I can do for you for bringing this putrescent gift home.
Sir, there's another matter I wish to discuss with you, if I may.
Tut, tut, Sir Nicholas. How many times do I have to tell you? Our entry requirements are quite clear.
But, sir,
we aren't the headless except for a little bit of tendon hunt, after all. Now, please, follow me and I shall help you find your way out.
Farewell, my young friend. Perhaps your luck with these chaps will be better than mine.
شو باعنا هذا؟ طيب ثواني. طيب يا اخوان خلينا نيجي نستكشف ايش في هنا. في عندنا هنا لتر. لتر تيجي تحكي لنا انه في عندنا هنا غابة، في عندنا قلعة، عندنا مدخل، عندنا درب.
A map. It doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
طيب اتوقع لازم اشغل
Lumos. Revelio.
Nothing like the feeling of a breeze through my hair. Or so I recall.
اوكي. نرجع نشغلها.
Lumos.
اي هون على ما اظن.
Who will be next to play our little game of hide and seek amongst the pumpkins?
Hello again. Can you help me?
Ah, Sir Nicholas's young friend. Has he abandoned you?
Not at all. I need to speak to Richard Jackdaw. Sir Patrick said his head might be around here somewhere.
Indeed it might be. It is a bit unorthodox to include a mortal, but if you do wish to speak with him, oh, why not? You can speak with Jackdaw if you can find his head amongst these pumpkins. Not just once, but 5 times. Good old Dumfrey will move the head to a different spot each time you find it. Those are the rules. What say you?
How did you happen to become a member of the Headless Hunt?
I was executed alongside some fellow mutineers. We didn't like the way things were being run in our county, so we took matters into our own hands. Treason is such a strong word, but that's what we were found guilty of. Things would have turned out much better if they'd let me be in charge.
Please, could you explain the rules again?
Find his head amongst the pumpkins 5 times. Use your wand. I cannot be more specific than that.
تمام.
Why are you using Jackdaw's head for this game?
Well, if you must know, Jackdaw's our newest member, so we like to put him through his paces.
اوكي تمام.
If that's what I need to do to speak to Jackdaw, I'll do it.
Marvelous! Of course, a mortal holding a wand has an advantage over us ghosts. You can simply blast away to your heart's content. Remember, the game's not over until you find him 5 times.
Discovered already? Looks like we need to find another pumpkin to hide in, eh, Jackdaw?
Whatever you say, Dumfrey. This is not my finest moment.
Revelio! That ghost said I should blast away to my heart's content.
No match for you.
جناحه مرة واحدة.
You make this look easier than it's supposed to be.
I could do that too if I had a wand and a body.
Revelio.
I'm glad I would be the one to clean up this mess.
Looking. You're sure to find him.
I could do that too if I had a wand and a body.
Well, good job, I suppose. But we're not through with you.
I've never seen it played like this. How delightful.
هاي.
Here we go again.
Well
لقيتها.
done. Of course, having a wand served you well. Still, I believe congratulations are in order.
Not too bad for a mortal. Now, say what you need to say to old Jackdaw here, hmm? You've earned it.
Nicely done. But what's going on? You're not a member of the Headless Hunt.
No, I'm not. Sir Nicholas said you might know the location of some pages I'm looking for.
Merlin's beard. I know precisely the ones you mean. I pinched them from Peeves. How could I forget? The map on those pages led me to my demise. I was not ready for what awaited me in that cave. The pages are likely still mouldering away with my, remains. Quite a final adventure, I must confess.
The pages are why you lost your head, and I must visit a cave and search for your corpse.
Yes. You'd think a decapitated ghost would get used to the word corpse. Say, here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to go?
How is it possible to steal from Peeves, a poltergeist?
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor. Whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. I found them after he ran riot through the library. Doubt he even noticed they were gone.
Did someone in the cave cut off your head?
I was having a look around when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze, after which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, when you visit, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
What will I find in the cave?
Aside from my mortal remains? If I remember correctly, some treasures, a magical bridge. But what kind of an adventure would it be if I spoiled the surprises for you?
Okay, تمام.
I need those pages, so I suppose I'd better meet you. Thank you.
Not to worry. I'll just need to be reunited with my body first. But Dumfries can handle that. See you at the forest's edge.
اتوقع احنا
Lumos. Accio.
يا سلام. يا اخوان عشان تكونوا مثلا عندكم علم شوي في الصورة في المخزون، انا لقيت هاي طبعا يا اخوان شوي بعض من الابواب السحرية الموجودة عندنا، فانت لازم تحفظ الارقام. تمام. وفي هاي تبعت الجسر هسه اللي احنا اخذناها. في هون اللي هم قرأناهم، المخزن اللي عندنا هون بعض النباتات اللي احنا اخذناهم، الثياب اللي هون اتوقع احنا لقينا 224. جميل جدا. ولقينا هذا كمان مخبط سحري. اوكي تمام. مخزون. طبعا في بعض التحديات انا عملتهم شوي هنا. القتال هسه انا فتحته لما احنا قتلناهم، فتحت شوي من الصفحات الدليل. الخريطة احنا عندنا هون الخريطة المتجر اللي هون، ممكن احنا نيجي نشتريه. هون في عندنا، لا عندنا هون المهام، عصا سحرية، واجبات البومة. اتوقع ان في حدا ارسلنا. طيب يا اخوان عشان احنا نكون بالصورة، فاحنا عندنا المهمات الجاي. تمام. حنخلص احنا كل هدولا، يعني لازم اتوقع ان احنا نخلص الميشن تاعت واجبات الاستاذ هينكات. تمام عشان ناخذ هذا السبيل، واتوقع انه ممكن احنا نخلص هذول الاثنين برضه. يا اخوان احنا هيك بنكون انهينا مقطعنا هذا اليوم. ان شاء الله تكون الحلقة عجبتكم. قبل ما ننهي حلقتنا لا تعطونا اللايك، شير، سبسكرايب، فعل جرس التنبيهات. شوفوا الحلقات الجاية، والسلام عليكم.